What up, world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, "What's the deal?" What's the deal, y'all? Today we got to talk about this situation. The quote-unquote mastermind behind the entire young Dolph Unaliving, Hernandez Govan. He was on trial. Trial lasted about 3 days. A lot of different testimony from the prosecution. He even had his defense, pull up a couple witnesses. But the verdict came back yesterday, and a jury of his peers found him not guilty. So we're going to go watch the little clip at the moment where, they gave him the verdict and things like that, and then we're going to go from there.
Mitchell presiding, you may be seated.
All right, before I bring the jury in, to the audience in particular, for either side, particularly family members, if you're going to have difficulty controlling your emotions, I need for you to step out now. Outburst will not be tolerated. You can bring the jury.
You ready, Your Honor?
Yes.
The jury is now entering into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you reached a verdict?
Yes.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 1. We, the jury, found the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 1 of the indictment. State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, found the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment.
And they almost damn near snapped the little attorney's neck with that hug, man.
Court's in session.
Ma'am, Ms. Johnson, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict? Yes. Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for your service this week. You've done exactly what the court asked you to do, which was to sit, listen to all the proof, and come to a decision. You are excused.
The jury is excused.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
Go ahead, Your Honor. Court's still in session.
Mr. Hernandez Govan, a jury of your peers having found you not guilty of all charges, sir, you are free to go.
Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome. You may come off the record.
Court's in recess.
All right, so there you have it. Hernandez Govan, the quote-unquote mastermind, the one who was right up underneath allegedly Big Jook, is from with the guy that actually took place in the murder with Justin Johnson, who was already serving a life sentence plus how many ever more years. This guy, he got on the stand. He basically came up with, I'm telling the truth. So he started exposing, Big Jook and Hernandez Govan. And I think, honestly, Govan's attorney did a good job of showing that this dude is on the stand because he's admitted to this murder. He admitted to his involvement in it, step by step, to put the pieces together for the government. But I think they did a good job at exposing that he's willing to do and say anything, hoping that it'll help his situation when he's getting sentenced and everything like that. And it just seemed like you got a dude on the stand that he kept saying he's a pill head. So you got a J on the stand, basically pointing fingers. And hey, when you got high-powered attorneys, and from what I'm hearing is that Hernandez Govan's attorney was pro bono, basically just took on this case for free. You know, I don't know what type of connections Hernandez Govan got, but that's a nice little come up right there. You know what I mean? But a lot of the situation, you know, I do feel like I may be wrong, but just outside looking in, and like I said, I didn't really, that the testimony from the dude that actually took place into the shooting and everything, I did feel like it was kind of like a last ditch effort to, look, I'm telling y'all everything, give me 25 to life type thing, as opposed to doing my whole life in prison and things like that, which I don't think it's going to fare well for him, just because he didn't get the job done, and essentially, you know, they wanted convictions all across the board, you know, and condolences to young Dolph's family and his camp and everybody like that, you know, rest in peace to Dolph for sure. Now, is it going to bring more situations of maybe are the feds coming in? I'll be reading the comments, so I'm seeing a lot of people in the comments, and you know, everybody think they're an attorney or a lawyer, or you know, I've been through this, or I you know how it is. So just seeing, you know, the different narratives that people are painting. Would the feds come through and try to get a RICO on CMG and everything? I don't know. I think for young Yo Gotti, as unfortunate as it is to lose your sibling, you know, maybe, you know, the passing of Big Jook probably saved the whole situation with Yo Gotti and everything like that, as far as any type of responsibility behind the thing. Because I just don't see Yo Gotti move in that type of way. But you never know how these people are when they got a certain amount of money or their involvement in the streets. But I could definitely see that if Big Jook was alive, they probably would have been trying to put charges on him. It just never made sense why Hernandez Govan is the mastermind. But hey, after y'all commit this crime, I need y'all to drop the car off that y'all used to commit this crime across the street from my house where I stay at. And it just don't make sense. And another thing that I noticed, that the dude on the stand, the one of the shooters that was testifying, the state's key witness, he kept saying that Govan was the pill man. So you don't really see communication between them at times that you would expect. All right, look, man, you sent us out to go do this job. We did it. Boom. Hey, the job done. Woo-woo-woo. It seemed like you got a fiend calling a dealer. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't making no excuses, but, you know, you innocent until proven guilty. And when you proven guilty, proven innocent, you gotta respect it. Now, you know, people saying, oh, well, the street justice is going to take over, whatever. But this man, he said in a couple press conferences that he's getting out of Memphis and everything like that. I believe he already lost a child behind this situation. So yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Was the verdict fair? Was it right? Did the prosecution drop the ball? It could go either way. You know, it could go either way. But it does just show you that for these guys to commit these crimes um, and essentially get no money, essentially, I think the most dude said he got was like $800 or something like that. So you thinking that you're gonna get 50,000 to where this is another thing about clout chasing, right? Because who knows if these dudes was actually in communication directly with Big Juk, Hernandez, Govan about a situation like this. It could have been the streets that's talking about the tickets that they got on PRE's head and this and that, or on Dolph's head and this and that. And you just got some little knuckleheads that's, hey man, we're gonna do this, and then that way they're F with us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Gotti will give us a deal and this and that. Because I can't just imagine and then from what the dude's testimony was is they didn't really know each other. He said after like 2-3 times of him meeting Govan for some pills, and he met him through another dude, that Govan like, shit, man, you asked for some pills on credit, so I mean, I got a little lick for you if you're trying to make some money, you know what I'm saying? It's a ticket on this person's head, it's a ticket on, and I believe the prosecution said, oh, so he gave you like a catalog, a pricing catalog on how much everybody was going to be worth if you found this person in PRE, if you found this person, but Young Dolph had the most money on his head, which is, it would make sense theoretically because he's the top dog in the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? He's the big fish, I guess you would say. But yeah, I hope that dude that did it, just from his testimony and everything like that, I hope that the prosecution can see, man, we can't get this dude no type of deal where he get out anytime soon. This dude went and committed a crime on his child's birthday. You know what I mean? To where that just, it doesn't, you can't be no more, I don't know, man. That's some crazy stuff to be focused to try to do something that's going to eventually, because you always get caught, especially when you moving stupid like these dudes, right? So you always gonna get caught. So you waking up on the day that your child was born, their birthday, you know what I mean? And you ultimately make a decision that you would never be able to see your child in the free world, going to birthday parties, celebrating birthday parties and all that ever again. And then when you think about just the lies that he was telling his girl, oh yeah, it's a $1.5 million hit on his head, woo woo woo. So you even lying to where it's like, he's a crash out, bro. He's a crash out, and I think Justin Johnson and him, they the main two that jumped out that car and did the shooting. Whoever the driver was should be just as liable for the situation as well. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. I just want to tap in on this. We got more coming, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button. Protect your family, protect your peace. Peace. What up, world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal?